Hi everyone, this is my scan of the commodities and futures markets, at least related to precious metals and oils for this week commencing the 20th of, well, at least this is now Monday, the 20th of January 2020. So I'm starting off with gold. In the long term, I am bullish. Was hoping ideally for a deeper retracement back down towards these levels, towards 1360, just because that would have been more elegant and more natural, setting up a nice longer term move for gold. But in the meantime, it's managed to pierce through the resistance closer to 1550. It's now pulled back on the daily and is attempting to resume that uptrend. It's not the best thing I've seen. There's plenty of bulls in the market basically, and it's looking to continue. So I'd still like to see a bit more price action formation here to support the idea of bullishness. There's not enough at this point in time. However, I'm also keeping an eye on this nice weekly candle, which is looking potentially bullish. So there's that. If I then look at silver, silver's following through but also struggling a bit with its level of resistance. And overall you can see here this failure to get through this 18 level, and also the monthly candle struggling to get through that level. So I might get that deeper retracement yet. Then looking at copper. So copper again struggling a little bit here with its recent level of resistance. Is just not enough, and it's still on a downtrend on the monthly basis. Not enough information there to support that. It isn't the case with all of them. I mean, platinum is looking very, very nice. Had some really good setups last week, and it broke through to the upside, so there was some potential trading moves here on these candles here with tighter stops or slightly wider stops. Still would have been a decent trade setup, and so now the next thing for me to do is wait for retracement. So there's no opportunity there anyway because of that. And palladium, I just wanted to mention, there's definite signs of exhaustion. It is well overextended on the daily, it's overextended on the weekly, it's overextended on the monthly. So all of this really the point of that being is that it's overdue for a retracement back down at least towards 2000, and this is a nice area where I'll then be looking to go long again. That might end up being a weekly, a couple of red candles on the weekly side as a weekly retracement. My only concern with how that will shape that monthly candle, if it ultimately produces a very strong rejection candle, because usually a massive candle like this towards when price is well overextended and it's gone parabolic is usually similar to kind of like Bitcoin. It's a sign of a possible kind of a bubble bursting, and we might find that it pulls right back down towards 1500, 1600. So that's what I'm going to be keeping an eye on, and it really depends on how it unfolds. But there isn't a trading opportunity until price comes back down towards 2000 anyway, so it's just a question of keeping an eye on that. Now I'm going to throw in the crude oils. So crude, this is what I'm keeping an eye on. The weekly candles here did potentially look bullish. I think we've broken through the high of that, so keeping an eye on this monthly candle could ultimately change shape. So if it closes as slightly bullishly, especially above this level of resistance, I'll be happy with that. And so there is still some potential for this to return to its previous bull trend, and also looking then at light crude, also potentially bullish there as well. So really need to see how we follow through on that. It's just not as strong as it was. That was a solid rejection at these levels up here of resistance. I'm going to throw Bitcoin in as a digital commodity at any rate, and just talk about that. Certainly found some really good support here. That price action here indicating a change in trend. It started to push a lot higher. It's now shifted above the moving averages, these 10 and 20 moving averages here, and the 50. So it's kind of shifted to the upside, which it has failed to do here. All of this indicating, at least at this point in time, a shift from bearishness to bullishness. And it isn't necessarily the same with Ethereum. But so I'm keeping an eye now. I'm now leaning to the upside. We've also managed you can just see very strong rejections here. We've started to push back up, especially if we close as a nice solid bullish monthly candle, and here I can see we've got this uptrend. So I'm sort of cautiously bullish, but what I would say is that the quality of the flow of price action is not that smooth. All right, and so that just implies risk and implies high volatility. There was a nice little breakout of price to this flat level here, and there's prices pulling back into a level of support, so there may well be a nice little bullish setup here. What I'm saying here is that I can see a definite shift to a more bullish kind of it's leaning that tipping point is now starting to favor the bulls, but there's still plenty of bears in the market, so I'm just cautious with regards to that.